Well, on Studio 10, we are always looking to raise awareness about illnesses that affect our community. And one that we're shining a light on today is lupus. So here to discuss, we have Kimberly and Brittany. Thank you both for being here today. And ladies, for those who don't know, can you expand on what lupus is?
So lupus is a chronic autoimmune condition where something happens in the body to cause your immune system to attack its own healthy tissues and organs. So much like a healthy person's immune system, when you're sick or have a virus, your immune system attacks that virus. In lupus, your immune system recognizes your body as the virus. So you're constantly in a state of pain and inflammation and feeling like you have the flu. People with lupus also suffer from joint pain, extreme fatigue, and organ damage. And currently, there is no cure for lupus, just medications that can help manage the symptoms.
So the Michigan Lupus Foundation put out a comic book called The Invisible Illness. Now, what will readers learn when they open this book?
From our Urgent Capital campaign for fundraising, trying to keep the doors open for the Michigan Lupus Foundation after nationwide cuts to small groups like ours. And so we are looking for new project opportunities. And Brittany reached out to us. She has lupus. I have lupus as well. And when she heard our urgent call, she reached out and pitched this idea.
I felt called to do something, anything to help keep this organization alive. And so I immediately reached out to my husband, who is the CEO over at Comics Wellspring Brand Comics. We partnered with the Michigan Lupus Foundation to create the Invisible Illness comic book, which is more than just a story about lupus and the difficulties of living with lupus, the delayed diagnosis, the everyday pain, the isolation, because it's an invisible illness. So a lot of times it's hidden under the skin, under the surface, and people can't see. And so we created this comic book to shine a light on the disease and to raise awareness for the Michigan Lupus Foundation.
Yeah, what an incredible way to really look outside the box. So can you talk about the journey that the main character of this book walks upon?
Character is really, some based off of my story, some situations I have experienced, some situations Kimberly has experienced. This character is really supposed to be embodying all people with lupus. Everyone experiences it differently. And so we really wanted to capture the everyday experiences of the difficulties getting out of bed, the pain, the rashes, the hair loss, being dismissed by doctors and not fully understanding or misdiagnosed at times, or being told it's just stress. All of that can feel very isolating for a person with lupus. And so we really wanted to share that in a story and raise awareness about the different symptoms that people can experience. This comic book can really be a resource for helping friends, family, and even healthcare providers better understand the difficulties of everyday life with lupus.
Well, it's clear that this comic book really aims to raise awareness, but it also sounds like it's time to change our conversations when we're talking about invisible illnesses as well. So what are some ways that you're hoping this comic book shifts the conversation?
More people have lupus. Again, we estimate that there's over 14,000 people living with lupus that live in the state of Michigan. And more people have lupus than multiple sclerosis, sickle cell anemia, cystic fibrosis, and cerebral palsy combined. Lupus is often just underrepresented and misunderstood. And for funding, we have difficulty securing funding because people don't understand what lupus is, how many people are living with lupus, why they need these services. Thinking outside the box, again, an awareness tool. It's an awareness problem, but we can't raise awareness and continue to fight for those with lupus if we don't exist. And bringing visibility to an invisible illness, just trying to get the word out there.
Well, that's absolutely right. It's all about getting the word out there. And if people want to do that, how can they purchase the book or even support the Michigan Lupus Foundation?
It's on our website at milupus.org. You can purchase the comic book for $25, and then there's also options for future print editions. If you want to sponsor, if you have a company, you want your logo in the back of the book showing that this is something that you support and that you've helped fund, those opportunities are on our website as well.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. As you can see, that information is listed below, and we'll have more Studio 10 after.